trends are cool and all, but sometimes you really just gotta sit down, take a look at your skincare collection, and just simply give props to those products that have been around, been delivering, been doing what they promised to do for years and years and years. There are products, right? But then there's products that no matter what they cost, no matter what store you have to drive to, you're still gonna buy it. Today we're gonna go over 10 of my favorite products that I have loved for more than 5 years, or I have loved since the moment I discovered it. Hello, my fine crew. My name is Brittany. If you're new here, this is a place for beauty news, reviews. I do weekly product review hauls, also the occasional vlog. If you're new here, before you even see the rest of this video, I already know you're gonna love it, so you might as well subscribe in the corner right there. And now let's hop right into the products that I just absolutely cannot live without. If I had to get rid of my entire skincare wall back there and narrow it down to 10 products, it would be these. First, we'll start off with cleansers, and this one is by the brand The Ordinary, and it is their Squalane Cleanser. This one is my number one cleanser because number one, it's simple. Number two, it's an oil cleanser, but not really a greasy balm kind. Number three, I love the packaging of it. So most oil cleansers, the ones that you would use before your water-based cleanser to break down your makeup, sunscreen, dirt, oil, whatever's on your face, most of the time those come in a jar, which is fine and all, but I just always prefer a nice squeezy tube. They're more sanitary. For someone with long nails like mine, well, they're not long right now, but they're usually longer. I don't have to try to like dig my nail into the jar, which feels gross underneath my nail, and for sanitary reasons. I love this one. It doesn't irritate my skin. No matter how much of it I put on, it does not cause my pores to clog. It doesn't make me break out. This is my number one cleanser, completely. Also love the texture of it because unlike most oil-based cleansers that come in like a thick balm, almost feeling like cocoa butter or shea butter, this one actually starts off in a cream form, and as you rub it into the skin, it actually breaks down to that oil texture that you're used to in an oil cleanser. And when you rinse it off, the best part is that it does not leave behind any film on your face. So that's another downfall of oil cleansers. It tends to leave behind like a residue or almost like a milky kind of thing on your face, and this does not do that at all. When you rinse this off with warm water, your face is clean. You do not feel like you still need to cleanse again. And if I do ever feel like that, like if I just had on so many layers of makeup that day that the one layer was not doing it, then I just, instead of going in with a water cleanser, sometimes I will literally just go in for a second round with this same cleanser. That is how non-comedogenic it is. The next cleanser, I do not know if I have been using this for 5+ years, but I know for sure that I have loved it since the moment I discovered it, and it is the Tatcha Rice Wash. This here, I don't always recommend spending more than $10 on a facial cleanser, but this here, the best cream cleanser I have ever tried. The texture, luxury. The rice particles in it that just gently exfoliate your face as you're scrubbing it in. Chef's kiss. Like it's the best $36 cleanser you will find. There is a matching moisturizer that goes with this, and I can 100% say you do not need to buy that moisturizer. I own it. I own 2 of them actually. Let me go get them. I love the cleanser to it so much that I was like, you know what? I need to get the matching moisturizer to this because I feel like that would just be a match made in heaven. So what did I do? I got a jar of the Tatcha. This is the Dewy Skin Cream, and this is the one that they're famous for with that adorable little golden spoon on the top. And after I finished the first jar, I was like, it's not really impressing me the way the cleanser does. Maybe I need to get another jar and try it again. So went through 2 jars of it, so I can officially say that this is not worth the money. That's how much of a chance I give these products before I say I don't like them. I do not like the moisturizer to this. It's a waste of money. It feels just as good as any other plain moisturizer. But the Tatcha Rice Wash that's in this very same line cannot beat it. They also have another one that you guys might have seen that comes in a light blue tube instead of the purple. The difference is that that light blue one is more for, I believe, acne prone skin. So it has more of a flat texture. It just is regular foam without the rice particles in it. But this one in particular is my favorite. water-based cleanser. Ever, 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 ever. I don't know what type of amazing product some innovative new brand would have to come out with to beat out this water-based cleanser for me. These are my two favorite cleansing steps, the Ordinary Squalane Cleanser, and if I still need a water-based cleanse afterwards, it has to be Tatcha Rice Wash. These two I cannot live without. I've been using them for more than 5 years each, or as soon as I discovered them. Don't try to fact check me and look it up and be like, the Tatcha cleanser came out less than 5 years ago. No, I don't know when it actually came out, but I feel like if any of these were around for more than 5 years, then I have been using it that long because loved it right from the start, both of these. Now let's move on to my next steps after cleanser. Skincare community, don't kill me, but I do not feel like toners are 100% necessary. Like if someone put a gun to my head and said, force me to choose between a toner and a hydration serum, like a hyaluronic, an amino acids, a polyglutamic acid, I would choose the hydration serum. So what I love about this product that I'm about to show you is that it feels like it sort of straddles the space between toner and hydration serum. And what are those called? In Korean skincare, those are called essences. And one of my favorites is by an Asian skincare brand called Cosrx. If you have seen my video about Asian skincare products that I love, this is also mentioned in it. And this is the Cosrx Snail Mucin Essence. Now the difference between a toner and an essence is that usually an essence is slightly thicker, so it's not as watery as a toner. And also essences tend to have more skincare benefits because they are able to pack more beneficial ingredients into it. They also have a larger molecular weight, meaning they're not as watery, so they are able to stay on your skin for a longer amount of time than something like a toner, which evaporates quite quickly. The texture of this is so comfortable, so hydrating, good for acne-prone skin, good for oily skin, good for dry skin. Like I've never seen an essence that just is able to satisfy every single skin type in the world flawlessly without making your skin break out, without making current breakouts worse, without exacerbating dry skin, without making your skin overly oily. Like it is just the perfect toner slash essence you can buy. And the main ingredient in it, of course, is snail mucin. If you did not know, snail mucin is very anti-inflammatory, hydrating, and those are its main effects. I won't say that it helps with acne, but I think that it helps to act as a skincare step that won't exacerbate your current acne, but it will not directly help your acne. But favorite essence ever. If I had to choose one, that's the only one I'm owning. I have a whole shelf back there of other toners, and I can wholeheartedly admit that I just don't use them. I always have that in my routine. No matter what new products I'm trying, that essence is usually always in my medicine cabinet. The next step would be serums that I'm in love with. And I can only think of one serum in the whole entire world that I have loved and used for more than 5 years. You have serums for anti-aging, there are serums for acne, there are serums for hyperpigmentation, there are serums for every single category of skincare, but there is one that I just could not do a video about products I've loved without mentioning it. And you guys probably already know which one I'm about to say, but it is a hyperpigmentation serum. Drum roll, you've heard it a billion times. NIOD RePigment. Do I even have to describe why I love this anymore? Do I even have to do it? I mean, if you have seen any other video, I've probably already talked about this in it. I have a video on here that is almost at 75,000 views, all about how to reverse hyperpigmentation, what it is, how to prevent it, as well as reverse hyperpigmentation and dark spots that you already have. So if you haven't seen it, it will be in the description box below. I'll also put it in a card up here that you can click on. But the reason I love this hyperpigmentation serum, just in case you're new here and have not heard this spiel before, I love a hyperpigmentation serum that actively works to prevent new scars from forming and not only targets ones that are already there. This serum has no bleaching agents in it, so it's not going to lighten the rest of your face. It will only target the dark spots. This serum will not be sensitive in daylight, so you don't have to worry about it burning or being counterproductive if you step into the daytime with it. This serum plays well with vitamin C, so you don't have to worry about using this or vitamin C at night. You can use them both. It has very few conflicts. I have seen it work well on several of my clients who have all different skin types for their dark spots. And the best thing that I love about it is the fact that I saw results with it before I even got all the way through my first bottle. So with consistent use, there is no way that this serum will ever fail me. I have so much faith in it. When anyone mentions looking for a new dark spot serum, this is the one I recommend because everything about it is beneficial. I can't think of a single downside to this product, and that is why it's my favorite dark spot solution ever. Okay, moving on to the next product. The next product I have been loving and using for more than 5 years is the Ordinary Squalane. Now, what I like about squalane, which is more popular of ingredient now than it used to be when I first started using this, is that unlike traditional oils, squalane technically is not an oil. It's almost like halfway in between serum texture and oil texture type of product that is non-comedogenic, unlike a lot of oils. So that means it can't clog your pores. It also is suitable for all skin types. When I first started using this, my skin was just very unbalanced. So sometimes it would be oily, sometimes it would be dry, and I just couldn't figure out what skin type I even had. And I noticed that after using this, my skin sort of was able to plateau and sort of just stay the same all the time, which I really appreciated, being able to get my skin to a predictable state. And I think it's because that this, underneath my favorite moisturizers, was able to lock in my hydration on my skin without making me overly greasy. So this plays really well just underneath any moisturizer that I'm choosing to use. Even if I'm using a chemical exfoliant, I tend to put this over it. It's even lightweight enough to put underneath my makeup, which I'm wearing today. And that is what I love about this. Next category are going to be two different moisturizers. A moisturizer is a moisturizer. There's really no need to ever fully splurge on one, but I like both of these because of sort of several reasons, but the thing they have in common is that they have never irritated my skin, and I like their price point on both of them. The first one is the cousin to the Essence we went over. This is the Cosrx Snail Mucin Cream, and I love this one because it is just the perfect texture. I will show you. It's a little bit slimy, but it's super suitable for all skin types. Even if you have an oily skin type, dry skin type, this is going to just play so well with whatever else is in your routine. It is non-comedogenic, so it's not going to clog your pores. It's not greasy. No matter who uses this, I feel like it's just one of those products that everyone loves. Rightfully so, myself included. Next moisturizer is by a favorite brand of mine. I tend to like a lot of this brand's products. I'm just generally a fan, which makes me excited for new drops of theirs because I tend to love everything that they release. So, Farmacy is known for their cult favorite product, Green Clean, which is an oil cleansing balm of theirs. But I think that another one of their products that deserves just as much love and fame and admiration, general universal love, is their Honey Halo cream. This one is packed with ceramides. If you don't know, ceramides are very beneficial for your skin because they mimic all of the things your skin naturally needs in order to maintain its hydration and moisture. So it is packed with ceramides. It also has propolis in it, which, as you know, comes from honey. And the texture is just overall so comfortable for nighttime. So it's gonna feel like almost like the texture of a body balm, but it's made for your face. So when you rub it in, it takes a while to completely dissolve. And that's one of the things I actually love about it, because when it's the winter time, if you have dry or combination skin like me, you're just looking for something to make your skin feel like it is enveloped in moisture. You just want to feel like you're not going to dry out throughout the night. You want to feel like you're going to wake up and your skin is still going to be comfortable and bouncy and dewy and not overly dehydrated by the time it's morning. I love that this moisturizer is nice and thick because it serves exactly the purpose that I expect from it. And now that we are getting into the fall months, I will definitely be using it more often than I was using before. And it's reliable. It never has made my skin break out. It plays well with anything else in my skincare routine because it's not a peptide cream or a vitamin C cream or a retinol cream. All of those separate categories that I just mentioned, you would have to be careful with what you use with it because you would have to make sure that you're not overdoing it with active ingredients. But a nice moisturizing, neutral, ceramide moisturizer like this one, you don't have to worry about what serums you've applied beneath it and whether or not you're overdoing it by accident. So that one is just, I've been using it as soon as the moment it came out. I started off with buying the mini version that they sell in the holiday sets, and I upgraded to the larger one, and I will continue to do so for however long because it's just one of my favorite winter options for moisturizers. Okay, on to the next one is actually a daytime moisturizer option, and that is sunscreen. So in the morning time, rather than using an actual cream moisturizer, I use a sunscreen instead, just to avoid having too many layers of creams and oils on my face. And there's one brand that was actually the brand responsible for getting me to wear sunscreen every single day. Because before that, I had all the excuses in the world, just like most people. I don't want to wear a sunscreen that has a whitish color. I don't want to wear a sunscreen that makes acne worse. I don't want to wear a sunscreen that makes my makeup not last long. I don't want to wear a sunscreen that is, I don't know, difficult to wear. Just every excuse in the book for not wearing sunscreen, I had it until I discovered Supergoop. And my favorite of theirs is actually their Supergoop Play Cream. This one is an SPF 50. SPF 50 protects you from 97% of UVA and UVB rays. It's broad spectrum, so that protects you from both kinds of sun rays that can potentially harm your skin. And most importantly, it is transparent. It works well under my makeup, and it does not disrupt the texture of anything else on my face. It doesn't pill, it doesn't look funny underneath whatever I wear. And you can also use this version on the body as well. This one I like more than any other option in the Supergoop lineup because of that just like multi-purposeness of it. I can use it head to toe. Doesn't matter the season, it's not going to be too thick. I have plenty other versions from Supergoop that I love, like the Unseen Sunscreen, the Every Single Face. All of the Supergoop products I have, I love them, but none of them are as multi-purpose and just overall universal and useful as the Supergoop Play Lotion. Also, this one is the best price because for one like this, $50 for a tiny bottle. This one is about $35. I believe it recently raised the price to around 40 bucks. But this one, for this size that I'm holding, is about $25 and you can use it head to toe. So not only is it more purposeful than their other options, it is also less expensive. If you're looking for a sunscreen that will convince you to start wearing sunscreen from now on, this is when you need to start out with. This next one is another face product, but it is very self-explanatory. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. You have for sure seen this lip balm before. Like, I know you have. It is famous. It is just a cult favorite. Let me show you something. The amount of years I have been using this, y'all, and I clear it out. I clear it out every time. I clear it out every time. I love these. I actually have another one right here that I'm already using because this one was getting too low. And this is the type of lip balm that got me to stop using Blistex and Carmex and chapstick, EOS lip balm and Burt's Bees, the Vaseline, the one that used to come in the little pink mini jar, like all of those other lip balms that I was using before. I discovered this. I opened this drawer over here. I started collecting them. Blistex in the trash. Carmex in the trash. Like every other lip option I had before Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, I will not even look its direction anymore, okay? Like, this is the only one. And the reason I love it is because all of those other lip balms that I just mentioned, they have ingredients in it that moisturize your lips, but also a lot of people who are not into skincare don't know this, but those all have an ingredient in it that is meant to slightly, just slightly, dry out your lips as well as moisturizing it. So it's like a funny little complex thing because it tricks you into thinking that yes, this is moisturizing my lips so well. But then 2 hours go by and your lips are so dry, it felt like you have never taken a sip of water in your life. Like, have you ever, in the middle of winter, you guys don't live in the Northeast like I do, but I do. Have you ever spent a New York day where you forgot your Blistex at home? You feel like your lips are about to fall off, and that is because of the way those drugstore lip balms are created. They are made to give you the benefits, but also make you depend on them. And I like this lip balm because the moment I started using it, I would only put it on at night and I wouldn't even leave the house with it. So I don't even keep this in my purse. I put it on at night and I would notice that the entire next day, I would not even be checking my purse for where my lip balm is. Like, my lips just felt fine all day, which is something I was not used to. I was used to a much more high maintenance lip balm where I used to have to carry it in my purse, make sure I had an extra in the car, make sure I keep extras of it in my jacket pockets. Like, I could not be without the ones that I used to use. And this is the complete opposite. After about 2 or 3 weeks of using it once at night, the first few days were rough because I was so much into that habit of using my lip balm every 5 minutes that I kind of felt like when I started using this, it made my lips even more dry at first, but that wasn't the case. I think my lips just had to get used to it. After that second or third week of using this, just once a day at night, I noticed that my lips, just like plenty of the other products that I mentioned here, were able to just reach this comfortable equilibrium where I did not need to depend on this lip balm anymore. And I would be okay if I didn't use it for a couple hours. And that to me is a sign of a great skincare product. If you are able to reach a point where your skin is not dying for this product anymore, it just works the way it needs to and does what it promises to do. And that's why I love it. And it's crazy because when you first look at the price of it, you're gonna wonder why a lip balm could cost over $20 and how that could possibly be worth it. But when you actually own it, you realize how long this jar lasts you. I've been using it since the moment it came out, which is I think about 5 years now since this has been released. And I'm only on my second or third jar of it. So one jar, since I leave it at home and I don't take it with me, and I just have it sitting on my dresser all the time, one jar lasts me over a year each. So if you break that cost down into how long it's lasting you and compare it to that $2 lip balm that you have to buy 6 of and keep in every single pocket, you'll realize why this one is worth the money. Like, my favorite lip balm, hands down. And I have been using it for more than 5 years, and I will continue to use it for another 5 to 10 more. The next product is actually a facial device and not a product, and this is my NuFace device. I have absolutely been there as far as the skepticism with skincare devices go. I have owned every jade roller. You know what? Let me not say that, because I've never owned a pore extractor. I've never believed in those. But I'm definitely the type of person that I don't like skincare gimmicks. I don't like things that don't work. I like when products, and especially skincare devices, which people tend to be skeptical about, are clinically proven, recommended by dermatologists, when real life people have used it and seen results with it, and when it just does what it promises to do, and that the NuFace does 1000%. So this device I think retails for about $200. This is the NuFace Mini, not the full size one. But I feel like this one gives you just as good results in case you don't want to spend. And I bought it during an Ulta savings event, so it was not expensive as the full price. And what it does is it uses sonic waves to actually tone the muscles in your face. Because you have over 50 muscles in your face, but on a day-to-day basis of just talking, smiling, and just going throughout the day, you only use about 11 to 12 of your facial muscles daily. So with that, this actually helps to give your face the daily workout that it needs in order to stay toned, in order to have a more defined jawline, cheekbones, tighter forehead area, and this actually delivers those type of results. Another thing I love about this is that after using it for less than 2 weeks, you already see results. So it's not something that you have to use twice a day or 5 times a day for 6 years before you start to notice anything at all. Like, I'm talking, if you just get one of these, use it for a week straight on only one side of your face, you will see the difference for yourself between that side and the side that you didn't use it on. And that is the type of result that I like to see. That's the type of thing that makes me feel like I'm spending my money on something good, you know? So I have been using the NuFace since, I believe, since a couple months after it came out. When it first came out, I was still skeptical, so I did not hop on it right away the way I did for, you know, $10 and $20, $40 skincare products. This is a pretty penny, so I can admit I did not buy it as soon as it came out. But the moment I did start using it, yeah. I use this as often as I remember to use it, at least once or twice a week, and even just with that, I see better results in the way my face looks the very next day. And because of that, I can wholeheartedly suggest this as a great skincare device, because this, I I have seen results with it. I got it for a great price, so hopefully when you catch it, you can catch it on sale too. I even see now that they have a new version of it that is able to sync up with an app on your phone that gives you instructions for different ways you can use it on your face. But I don't have that high-tech version yet. Maybe I will get it soon. But for now, I really love the results of this. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a breakdown of how I do my NuFace routine. If you enjoyed seeing this video of my products that I have been using for 5+ years and will continue to use for years to come. Make sure you subscribe below. Don't miss any more videos. If this is your first one, I hope you continue to watch some more. And I will catch you guys next week for a whole new video here on Fine Beauty Bible. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And I will see you later. Bye!